Okay, so I'm charging up my jetpack here. Alright, well that's going. Let me give you a little bit of background. The server that I play on, the blackdeath.us, they're talking about nuking it. They're talking about going to more factions and stuff like that. And those sort of things, and moving the host. And that all kind of necessitates wiping the server, starting fresh. New map, and while I haven't, some of these guys have got, hundreds of hours on this thing or whatever, and I just don't have that. I'm maybe idling. I've got that, right, but not actually playing. I mean, I've achieved a fair amount, but nothing too crazy. And honestly, a lot of the stuff you see here, like that MassFab and the HV stuff, that's from donating. That's not from real work. Okay, so I threw a little bit of money at it, and and that's where all that came from. But one of the issues with the PvP server, the way we've got it, is you're not really free to build out in the open. We have Townie, and I just haven't messed with that yet. But you got to build underground. You got to hide. You're always fearful of someone to come and wreck all your crap. And I really haven't got to the point where I can pump out a bunch of RE stone yet, although I'm sitting there with a MassFab. I probably can now, but that's just from the last couple days. But anyway, and I just don't like that. I don't like just living in a hole in the ground. This was my first setup right here, and there's a branch mine down there, a little tree farm and stuff. But really, this is all temporary. A little storage system. You can see I kind of threw it together. That was linked to my quarry. I don't want to give away the show here. That was linked to my quarry. The last place I quarried was that cavern right there. So that's all done now. So I'm left with this huge cavern. In fact, this whole area right here is quarried as well. And this is just a floor ceiling for the cavern. But even this is temporary. It's just not my style. It still looks like you're living in a hole in the ground, and I needed a proper home. And what I was planning on doing is, after I set up a town where I could have a reasonable amount of protection, I was going to knock all the ceiling out and and open it up to the world, so that way they can see what I built. Because I've actually got a pretty ambitious project plan. In phase 1 of it, recently, I mean, literally in the last 24 hours, I completed phase 1. And I'm very proud of it, and I wasn't going to show it off yet, just because it's not protected yet, and I haven't even moved in. It was going to be my house, my power generation facility, my storage facility. Was going to go in there. My bed was going to go in there. I was going to set up, a penthouse suite kind of thing, and all that. And I'm still going to do that. I think they're talking about maybe 9 days until this one goes dark, so I may still do some of that stuff, but whatever. That's the plan, and the problem is I don't want to miss the boat. I don't want to have to take a couple days away because I got family coming in, and I come back and it's just gone, and no one will ever know, and there's no record, and there's just no proof I ever built anything, right? So that's why I'm making this video. I will probably make another one after I've built a little bit more, but for now I just want to make sure I record something to make sure that there is some kind of permanent record of what I've done here, because it really is pretty fantastic. I'm very happy with it. It makes me happy inside to have been responsible for it. Honestly, I think it's something the world needed. I think it's something that hasn't been done. Maybe it probably, actually, in seriousness, it probably has been done like thousands of times. But whatever, I haven't seen it done, and it's certainly something that I think deserves to be made, and probably deserves to be made over and over and over again by everyone all the time. I mean, Douglas, the owner of the server, he revamps the spawn every once in a while, and so it was, when I first came on, it was a giant nuclear reactor looking thing like The Simpsons, and that was cool. It was a neat concept. Now it's just like a big castle, which isn't as cool, but it does look good. It's got an opening door and all that stuff. So those things are cool. However, if I'm going to be perfectly honest here, they honestly pale in comparison. to the glory, the awesomeness, the majesty, the pure, unadulterated win that I've got here. Okay, because you cannot compete. You just cannot compete with Dicktropolis. I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do. A nuclear reactor, who cares? Castle, who cares? Is it a dick? No. Can you live inside of the dick? No, because there's no dick. Look, see, look at this. Boom! So this is, obviously, right? This would be the penthouse. Like right up here, up in that glands, right? Because I know my anatomy. Obviously, that would be the penthouse suite. I would actually, this is all still cobble. I was going to put nicer materials. For the top would probably be a lot of glass. Maybe re-glass or whatever. Down here, this floor, and then maybe like, say, there, maybe. I don't know.